Good morning, welcome to class today. Yogalates class, so yoga and Pilates combined. The girls are going to join me for part of the class. So let's come up onto all fours and we'll just start by getting our wrists a little bit warm because I'll be using a little bit of work on the back settings here. So inhale, move forward, and then exhale, move it back. Inhale, move your body forward. Exhale and move your body back. I'll have to move the screen a bit when we get into the class completely because there's a lot of standing up then coming back down. That's all right. We'll work nice and hard. 2 more. Nice flat back. Come back into all fours into your horse stance. And then we're going to round the back off into our cat, looking at our tummy. And then lift down hand and looking up and curving the back up into the cow. Inhale, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, and round it off. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. No one has this argument there. Let's do it. So flatten the back out, tucking your toes, and let's push ourselves up into a down dog. Just working your heels down. Bring the legs a little bit closer. We want to inhale, lift up onto the toes, and then exhale, push your heels down towards the mat. Inhale, lifting up onto your toes. Exhale, pushing the heels down. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, lifting up. Pushing on down. Inhale, lifting up. And lowering down. So we're going to float through to our plank. And then again, we're going to move forward. And then push your weight back. Move forward. This is really strengthening in your wrists. 2 more. And push back to your down dog once more. Keeping your hips up nice and high. Let's lower to the elbows so you can move through into your dolphin. You want to just continue to draw your belly and pushing your hips up and your heels down. Just 2 more breaths here. So lower our knees down, apart, toes come together, push back, have a stretch into your child's pose. Really nice little warm up for your wrists and as well in through your back, stretching ourselves out. Come back up into all fours, knees back underneath your hips, tuck your toes once more, and then push back into your down dog. We're going to lift our leg that's closest to the back up, and then lunge the leg through the hands. Staying here, straightening out that back leg, but staying nice and low. I'm creeping my foot forward a little bit more, so I've got a really long lunge, getting a lovely stretch in. 2 more breaths. Very good. Now we're going to take this leg back and push to the down dog, driving the hips up high. And then we're going to bring the other leg up and just bring it in through the hands. Again, into a nice long lunge, trying to straighten out that back leg, staying low in your body. A couple more breaths here. This gives our wrists a bit of a release. It gets us strengthening and warming into the legs. We're going to push this leg back again. Push your hips up high. We're just going to do our little floaty leg sequence. So inhale, bring your back leg up. Float that knee towards the elbow as you come through to a plank. Inhale, bring that leg up high. And then bring that knee towards your chin into the center. Inhale, bring the leg up high, 3-legged down dog. And then cross to the opposite elbow. Inhale, bring the leg up high. And then lower it down. Other leg, lift the leg up high. Let's bring the same knee to elbow, same side. Inhale, bring the leg up high. And then to the chin, we come through. Inhale, bring the leg up high. And then cross the leg over to the opposite elbow. Inhale, lift up high. Lower the leg down. Now lift that back leg up high again. And this time we lunge again, all the way through the hands. Straightening the back leg. Couple more breaths here. Wrists are getting the break. Lunge the leg through the hands. And release off those wrists a little bit. Straighten the back leg, come down low. Couple more breaths. And we will get into leg sequences pretty shortly. Take this leg back to the down dog. And we're going to lift into that sequence again. Lifting that right leg, top leg up. Bring it towards the elbow. Bend into the arms. Then lift up and take it all the way up. Bring it towards the knee, chin. Stay there. Lower down. Lift up and then take it back. Then cross opposite. Lower it down. Push it up and then take it back. Bring the feet together. Lifting up through the left side of the front leg. Bring it forward. Bend into the arms. Bring it up and back. To the center. Bring it down. Push it back up. Cross it over. So really strong in the arms here. Bend down. Lift up. And then bring the arm down. Once more, we're going to bring that other leg up and lunge through. Oopsie. Slipping and sliding. So we're going to bring the heel down now. We're going to bring ourselves up. And I'll stay nice and low in most of these exercises because the screen is quite low. Don't want to chop the head off. The shoulders relaxed. Go down deep. I'm cutting off Alba's head and body. 2 more breaths here. Now we're going to go lower again and bring your elbow on and take the arm across. Sink down low into those legs. Pushing into both legs really strongly. Now we're going to lift our arms up. It's super strong in the legs now. We're going to bring our hand back on, lift the arm up, straighten the leg, but bring your hand down into your triangle. So we're looking up. Stay where you are. I'm just going to move the screen up a fraction. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our hand down and we're going to turn our back heel back into a lunge down really low. Keep coming low, keep straightening the back leg. And then we're going to keep our legs where they are, but lift into a high arm lunge. Two more breaths, and then we're going to bring our heel back down. So bring it down, but stay forward facing into your warrior 1. So do a warrior 2, and we'll get back into it. I just want to give the warrior a go. I've got to straighten the back leg. Leg that is back, your arm then goes back towards it, and then you lift up and tip that up. We're feeling a stretch and a lengthening through the waist. 2 more breaths here. And then into your triangle again. So we're tipping and turning, opening ourselves out, looking up. Oh, see us no more. 2 more breaths here. So we're coming back down into our warrior 2. So bend in, lift up, we're still facing me again. Go down deep. Hello. So come down, bring the elbow on, lengthen out again. This time, if you want more, you're bringing your hand behind you. Then you're going to reach under, hold on, fingers join, and then rotate yourself up. 2 more breaths. It's super strong, isn't it? Open into your triangle once more. We're going to do some lunges type of exercises soon. And that will gradually make our way to the other side. So bring this arm down, turn your feet forward and come into a lunge for this side. And we're going to move to the other side. And then a change. Poor Albert, what a view from the thing. So hands are there to support us. Later we'll be warmer and we can take the hands away. Couple more. Now come back to the center and just tip yourself forward, and if you can, you're going to come onto your elbows. We've got our feet really wide here. All Keep the legs really wide, team. Now I want you to come up onto your fingertips and just lengthen your body so you've got a nice straight back. So you've got a really long line in your spine. We're going to turn our left foot. We're going to bend in and we're going to lift up into our warrior two here. So shoulders relaxed. So we're doing everything else. Hello.
Oh, your kid is saying.
This is where Anna was set up, so you can hear the force. But then as a kama seca. So bring our elbow onto the thigh, taking ourselves over, come down low. She was drawing downstairs, but she's given up. She's here now. Arms up. Still on. Here now, see? 2 more breaths. Go down low. Now we're going to straighten out. Bring our hand down. We're in our triangle. We want to turn up. Looking up. Try not to let yourself go down facing. Stop up. O más luego, si tu portas bien, te doy. Si no te portas bien en clase, no te doy nada. A couple more breaths here. So, bring the arm down. We're going to turn our back heel and come into that really long lunge again. Think strong, think straight, be lifted. Stay low in the legs, but lift up high in the arms. 4 more breaths here. Okay, so drop the heel down. And we're going to turn ourselves still facing into that warrior one. So low in the legs, squeezing the butt. 4 more breaths. Now bring the arm down. Lift up high. We keep going, don't we? This is why I miss the gym. I was brilliant, but Anna's a pain in the bum. Okay, so we're turning, straightening out into that triangle once more. You can feel probably a little bit more length so you're able to go down lower. We're evening it out, so we're doing everything on both sides. Do a few more breaths here. They're not going to be happy either because soon when we get into the sun salutations, I'm going to actually move back. So we'll see how it goes. So bending in, we're coming back to the warrior two. Go down low. Place the elbow onto the thigh and then reach. A lot of noise up there getting into the wardrobes. Go down low. And so we're going to bring the arm behind this time. And then if you can, you're reaching under to lace those fingers and twist. So it's a really super strong leg strengthening exercise. If you did the class with me yesterday, we did a lot of legs, so they're feeling it. 2 more breaths here. Last time we'll get into our triangle. Get really low now. Straighten both legs though. Looking up. We're going to get into that side lunge exercise soon. And you will have the option to take the arms away. We're going to make it a little bit faster. We'll start slow. Always keep it controlled to begin. So we'll bring the hand down. We're going to turn ourselves forward. Then you're going down to the side. Then you're coming to the other side. So you see how my fingers are down? You want more. Arms come forward. Shoulders drop them. Few more. And then come back to the center. Straighten it out, hands come down. We've got our toes pointed forward, come onto the elbows if you can. A few more lovely deep breaths. And we'd like you to bring yourself up onto your hands again. Step or jog your legs in closer and then come into a forward fold. Move the mat forward. Take my mat back. And then I'm going to move the screen. So just stay in your forward fold for a bit longer. I'm going to get into sun salutations. So just staying in your forward fold. What does he do next year? Okay, now team, just come out of that forward fold nice and gently. I think I've gone up too high. Wouldn't it be nice if I had someone here just to help me with the camera? Doesn't matter, you guys are very forgiving. You know how it is. So we've got our feet together. We're standing at the top of the mat. Let's start your vertical mat must be going to put a style like on there. I'll just set elbow up. One is key. So hands by your side. Inhale, rising up. This is going to be lengthening style sun salutations. Halve your body, hands to the side of your feet. Now I want you to bring yourselves onto your fingertips and just straighten your back. And then exhale, lower back down. Taking your right leg back as you inhale. And then you're going to straighten your left leg out. Come on back down. And then take that leg back to the down dog. Sit. Come through to your plank, body's nice and straight. And then from here, we're lowering from our arms, exhale. Push up through strong arms, looking up. If you can, you're off your knees. Now push back to down dog. See, arms on arms. Bending the knees really deep. Your right leg comes through your hands, inhaling. And then straighten the leg, exhale. Come back down into that leg bend. And then come forward, exhale. Inhale, come tall. So that's the sequence. Lots of strengthening and straightening. Hands to the side. No. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, hands to the side of the feet. You can bend your knees deep if you need to. Then you're going to come up to a straight body. And then exhale, come back down into the fold. Take your left leg back, inhaling. And then straighten your front leg, exhale. Inhale back down to it. And then push back to your down dog. Coming through to your plank. Stay nice and taut in your body. Brace the belly, lower from arms. Your toe lifts you. And then push up. Push back to your down dog once more. Bending the knees really deep. We're stepping through with our left leg. Inhale. Straighten it as you exhale. Coming back down. And then bring the back leg in. Inhale, rise tall. And then hands to your side. See how this is a really beautiful lengthening sequence? That's what we want. Inhale, rise tall. We're halfway. Woo. Halve your bodies. Exhale. Then straighten your back. Inhale. Fingertips are down. Lower all the way back down. Taking our right leg back, inhaling. Straightening our left leg. Inhale back down. Then push that front leg all the way back. Inhale, come through to your plank. So you want to try not to let the knees touch down between these. Coming down to chaturanga. And then strong foot to lift you up. Strong arms too. Push back to the down dog. Bending the knees really deep. Your right leg steps through the hands, inhaling. Now straighten and exhale. Inhale, bring it back down. Back leg steps in. Inhale, come tall. Hands to your side. We've got one more time through, team, and then we're going to get into some balancing. Inhale up. Exhale, halve your bodies. From here, we go to the fingertips, inhale straight. Then lower it back down. Taking back your left leg, inhale. Straightening out the right leg. Inhale, coming back down. And then take the leg back again. Down dog. Coming to our plank. We want to stay really strong in our plank as you go into chaturanga. Toes to lift you. Oh yes, so good. Push back, exhale. Bending the knees really deep. We're stepping through with our left leg, inhaling. And then we're going to straighten that leg. Now I was going to join with the balance, bend down. Because she's really good at some of these. Come through. Inhale tall. And then hands to the side. They're quite challenging, some of these balances that I'm going to throw your way. But I reckon that you guys are up for it. If you're here, it's early morning, I know you want the challenge. So our first one is just our dancer's pose, but with a little bit more of a lift with our leg. So usually we just hold on with the hand. to the inside part of your foot. This time I want you to try and really bring the arm around so that you get the foot into the elbow bend and then come through. So you get that benefit of an extra stretch through your quadricep, supporting leg as straight as possible. Strong, really good stretching through the hip. Let's change sides. So not just holding the foot, bring the leg in, so we're holding it in deeper. Then come through. Oops. Keep going. Good job. Come out of that. So this is one that I think Alba will be very good at. Actually, I'll do it soon. We'll get into a different one first. So we're going to hold on to your opposite knee. Then, if you want more, hold on with your foot. Take the leg in front. The other arm's going to come up and stay up high on an ankle back. If you can, you look down. Bring it in, lower that leg down. So challenging. So we're holding on to the opposite knee. Arm starts down just to ease it into it. And if you can, you're picking up your foot. Take it away. Arm lifts up on the ankle and take it back. If you're just holding the knee, it's fine. We'll go back with the knee. Otherwise, you can bring it up. Bring it on in. We're going to go to a normal lockdown balance soon, but I want you to set up a very difficult one. So we're off our heel of our right leg.
And don't forget nothing.
We're going to take our left arm behind us and we're going to come under and lace the fingers so you can see that in the screen.
And don't you forget, I am a hater.
Lift yourself up, holding on to that leg. So this is where you stay if you don't want more. Otherwise, flex your foot and push it away. Bring it in. Lower that leg down. See how I mean that it's going to make the lockdown balance seem easier? Ana, mueves. No me pueden ver bien. Más a la izquierda. Yeah. So we're going to lift the other heel up. Come down. So we're taking our right arm behind, our left leg comes under, left arm comes under. So that's the position you get into first. And then you come up and you lift. Ooh. Under, baja. Sorry. Ahora sí, por allá. Now flex your foot once you get there. Oh, I don't know why I'm not feeling very well today. And then push it away. I do know why. It's hard. I'll have to clean it, she's just gone to the toilet. Bring it in, lower it down. So now we'll get into the proper lockdown balance. And it should feel pretty easy in comparison. So take your left arm down, right knee. If you want more, you hold onto the foot and you push it away. So you should feel lots more length than we ordinarily do from all the stuff we've done to set us up to this point. 2 more breaths. Now bring it on in, and we'll do the other side. Puedes hacer ambos lados. She just needs to hold it still, but she's very good when she gets there. Two more breaths. Bring it on in. We're going through a couple more balances. Now we'll just do one more because I think we will balance again at the end. Right foot into your dance. Heel, no, what's it called? Tree pose perhaps. Open the knee out and then your hands can stay down either at your heart, third eye or lift. Shoulders stay relaxed. Or to always come down the bones of your best. Eyebrows if you can go up. Got some little tricky exercises coming soon, but nothing that is unachievable, okay? Bring the arms down, we'll switch. At least I hope that you think that they're achievable. Open the knee out, hands to heart, third eye or lift. One more breath here. So we're going to bring it down. Alba and I are going to change position. Up at 11. And I'm going to move the screen down again and get into more of those down dog sequences just because our wrists are already warm now. So shouldn't be any problem getting into them. Our whole body is warm. I was like, please don't put your bottom in my face again. I won't, I don't need to now. So tuck the toes under, push back to your down dog. Inhale, lift the back leg up. Bring the knee towards the elbow, exhaling. Inhale, bring the leg up. Bring the knee towards your chin. Inhale, bring the leg up. Opposite elbow, stay there. We're going to lengthen out, flatten that top leg and lift up. We're going to inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Just 2 more. Really strong, isn't it? And we're going to bring this arm down and then pop that leg up and over. And then lift your hips up high, lifting that top arm up. Good boys. 2 more. Now coming back to the center, we're going to lift this leg up straight and lower to your chaturanga. And use that leg to push you down and back up. And then push back to down dog. Left leg lifted up, elbow towards the knee. Inhale, lift it up. Knee towards the chin. Spirit us. Lifting up. We're going to cross that leg over. And lengthen the leg and twist, lifting up. 4 down and ups. Wonderful. Bring the top arm down. Top leg, bottom leg lifts up and over. And we push, driving the hips up. Super strong. And then bring your hand forward. Leg straightens with a point. Lower to chaturanga. Then push through those strong arms. Lift up. Push back to down dog. Bring your knees down, toes together. Sit back into your stretch. I'm just going to clean my heels bottom. And I'll be back. Give your wrists a break. Okay, so come up onto all fours, please. We're going to actually come onto our tummy. We're going to pick up one foot. If you can pick up the foot at the ankle, great, and then just lift the leg up. Other arm, come forward. Lower that leg down. We're going to switch. So you're holding onto the other foot. Lift the leg up. Arm comes forward. So I'm going to go for a double leg. You can go back to the front leg and just do it a couple of breaths and I'll tell you when to swap. Otherwise, go for both. I like to flex the feet and push back. If you're doing one leg, swap now. Push up. Yeah, she's got height. 2 more here. And bring it down. Lower the feet, tuck your toes. Push up to a plank. Feet come together. Lift off your right foot. Lower from the arms to chaturanga. Push through that foot to come up. Then push back to your plank again. Lifting up your left leg. Lower to chaturanga. Use that foot to push you up. And then push back to your plank. Good work. Now plank onto your elbows to give the wrists a break. We're going to just stay strong here. Shoulders relax them. Feet just lift them up. Pop back to your dog. You might need to move your feet in closer. Now push up onto your hands. Staying into your down dog. But this time the back leg lifts up and feed the knee in between through your hands into your pigeon. So we're going to lie ourselves down. We'll get onto our back and do some exercises soon on the back. You can be flat down completely. Just think about the nice deep breaths, keeping that flow coming. Ana, será hasta la puerta? Okay, so you can stay here, or you've got some options to make it more of a challenge. So you can have your hands underneath you, shoulders standing back. Gives you a nice back stretch. You can pick up your foot, which we've done a few times today, so it should be more flexible, especially at that quad. And bring it in even more if you can. So arm can lift and you can stay here, which is a very beautiful pose, or you can even have your hand on your thigh. But if you want to join me, place the fingers.
You can touch your back.
Elbow can touch my back with that foot. Great flexibility kids have. 2 more breaths here. And we're going to release that hands, come down, release the foot, push from a strong toe back to your down dog. So it's your front leg, left leg lifts up, knee down, swan diving through into your pigeon, and come all the way through. Really lovely releasing through your glutes. So you can stay here. You can take your arms further forward, just really flatten your body out completely. If you want the progressions here, they come. Hands underneath to lift you. Really prop yourselves up. See how I'm not seated on my bottom? I'm on my shin. If you want more, you can pick up your back foot, pull the leg in. Option is to lift up high or lace the fingers up behind. Let's go for 4 more breaths. And then release that. I'm going to take a seat. Bring that back leg around and let's place it over and pull the legs in so we're in the cow face pose. So we've got our feet flat or seated evenly on both sit bones. And then we're going to take our our left arm, so opposite to the top leg, under and wrap and start to lift up. If you can, take your eye gaze up. Two more breaths here. We're going to take our left arm out to the side. Your right hand is going to pick up your right foot and take it out. Think about length here. Driving the heel away. I've done my cardio. She's right to hold her nose. It might smell. I will shower after the class today. Not before like yesterday. Bring your hand to change and then twist yourself from your chest.
Oh my gosh!
Double half there.
No.
Puedes mover, estás frente al contrario. Sí, chúpalo, ayuda. 2 more breaths. Sí, siempre con Sandra. Bring this leg under you. Cow face, pose the other way. So we're bringing ourselves evenly again onto our sit bones. Feet in as close as you can. Después de mi clase, si portas bien. Right arm under, left arm on top, lift up. Grow and keep on growing. Looking back if you can. Arriba. No sé, ¿qué tiene el suyo con él? 2 more breaths here. So we're going to bring ourselves down. Our right arm goes out. Our left hand picks up the foot and takes it out to the side. Couple more breaths here. And then swap. Girado. And then we're twisting ourselves, looking back. Two more breaths here. Then I'm going to set you up for a bit of a bridge. So we're going to come down. We're lying down. I was really good at the bridge. We're going to do just the setup first. So we've got our feet close to our bottom but hip width distance apart. I'm really bad at the bridge. So we're pushing up, exhale. Then I'm going to keep practicing. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, push it up. Inhale and lower it down. Just a couple more and we'll stay up in the shoulder bridge to start with. And then I'll give you the option to get into the full bridge. Hold it up. Because we did the bow earlier on our belly, holding our feet and lifting up, we've got that flexibility there. Bring the hands under. It's just a matter of having the confidence and strength in the arms to really to try that. Hips up high. But if you don't feel confident, you can stay here. If you want to, though, we're going to get into it now. Y no sé si quieres hacerlo atrás. Te van a ver. Ponte ahí. So we're going to bring our hands under. Tú puedes probar, Ana, esto también para nosotros. So we're bringing our feet in close. There goes Alba. She's in a really fantastic pose.
If you can't go into your tippy toes.
We go. 4 more breaths. Mala. Muy mala, Ana. Muy mala. Come on down. We're going to bring our legs in and we're going to take one leg away with a strong heel. Lo siento, Alba. Bring it in and then take the other leg away. Twist step. Fantastico. Push away. Couple more. Ven a seguir, mi amor. Ella no está aquí. Remember, lift yourselves up, but try not to let yourself touch down. Ven acá. And we're going to hold on underneath if you need to, and straighten the legs, and then we're going to release. Tú hiciste muy bien. Tú estás muy mal. 4 more breaths. Now just bring your arms up and start to wave your way down. Don't let yourself come all the way down and let the legs come. Just stop there. 4 more breaths. Bring the feet under you. Bring the hands back down and push up. Bring it down and then lift again. Yeah, which chest gets spread out. Just a couple more. No, I want to pedazo. Hold this one up. Bring the hands back under you and just push up. Now we're going to take one leg up and just stretch it out. Push it up. Tenemos que ir a supermercado más luego a comprar. Bring the leg down and then the other leg up. No, you take a black and white. And bring that leg down, and we're going to lower ourselves down and bring our legs up, either holding on to the happy baby or extend the legs away nice and straight. Just a few more breaths here, and then we're going to get into a shoulder stand if you want. If you don't, you're going to stay here with your legs in a nice straight position. In fact, we're all going to stay here for a moment, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms back and then reach. Bring our arms back and then reach. So the legs are straight up into the vertical. A ver, tú puedes hacer el próximo conmigo. Alright, so stay here if you want. Otherwise, we're going to bring our hands underneath you to lift you up. I know I'm not in the full view, but we want to try and keep our legs together and want to keep sort of using your elbows to bring yourself together to lift it up. Now, if you can, if you're feeling confident, you let the arms go. Staying up nice and tall. Now bring the hands back, and what we're going to do is just split the legs. Then bring it up and split the other way. Because you're holding yourself, it's quite safe, but you shouldn't be moving your neck around, okay? One more each way. And then just gently lift yourselves right back up again. Hands release if you can. Hands back in and just gently roll yourselves down and lift yourselves up. And great job. We're going to try a few hand type of balances now because I think the wrists are quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Rested. So let's try now. So there's one that we're going to do, which is the crow. And the reason I love to do it so much is because it's a really fantastic core exercise. Don't do it in Pilates because it isn't a Pilates exercise, but it is definitely a yoga. Essa vamos fazer después. Mira. So we're going to bring ourselves onto our hands and lift your bottom up high. And we're going to lift our bottom up high and just allow the knees to rest onto your arms. And then from here we just bring our weight forward until you have control. Fantastic. To lift off. So some yogis can really get their legs up high, and that's great. I'm still a work in practice. So again, twice as well. Oh, I'll just have it back. Two more. We're going to try it one more time, okay? So we're up. So you think these are things you've got to really practice, not go straight into it too quickly because you can hurt yourself. One more breath, if you can. And come on out of that. So you see how you have to get your core activated so strongly? Really tough. This is what I wanted to show, but she's not going to show it now. So I'd like you to turn, face me, and your hands are behind, right? I can't do it. That's why I wanted Alba to show you guys, is you're going to just bring your weight into your back and then try and lift your feet. But, like I said, I can't do it. So I can't show you. But I want to stay here then, and I'd like you to stay here. You probably can do it if you're yoga people. It's lifting the legs just a bit. She can do it, and she can even lift her legs up high, which I'll show you next time. So from here, we're just staying low, pushing our knees out, hands into the prayer. We are going to make our way up and we'll do just a couple more balances. So you've done some really challenging exercises. I mean, if you're a true yoga person, you probably can do them with ease. I'm a work in progress, like I said. Hands by your feet, and you just turn your feet forward and push your hips up. And if you can, you're placing your hands underneath into the gorilla. We're looking at our tummy. Shoulders stay relaxed. And then we're going to take our hands out, hands onto your waist, knees, and just straighten out from your hips. Now I am going to move the screen up so that we get into our balance, and then I'll bid you guys farewell for today. You see how the heart rate's going right up. Voy a llamar pronto. Okay, so we've got our feet together. That's too high. Sorry. We'll get into our aeroplane. So you're stepping onto your, turn this way, your right foot, your arms are floating, and then you're lifting off. It's also your warrior 3. We're in our aeroplane here. Porque tú estás en el camino. Now from here, we're going to turn ourselves to a floating half moon. So we're opening our hips up high. And because your core's been worked, I'm going to give you a really challenging balance now. If you want it, you're going to try and pick up your foot and lift yourselves off. And still in a floating half moon. 2 more breaths here. And then come up. And we'll let go of it. We're coming into the aeroplane the other way, so arms float. Lifting off. Both legs are straight, right? Okay, we're not going to cry. So we're turning ourselves into the floating half moon. I don't know why this side for me today is giving me more grief than the other. So if you can, you're going to pick up your foot. Don't want to fall on top of it. 2 more breaths. And come out of that. We're going to sink into our legs. Into our eagle. Wrap that leg behind. Other arm. Vamos a llamar Mark. Muy pronto. Lift the arms up. And then push the fingers away. We're going to release that. Come to the other side. Sink on in. Try and wrap that foot behind. And then your right arm is under. Okay. 2 more breaths again. And release. We'll come just into our normal tree again. Digging the heel in, opening the knee out. Tomorrow morning I'm going to do some tree poses with variety, lots of different options in the tree poses and lots of balances tomorrow. Looking up if you can. Okay. Bring the arms down, switch to the other side. I know the title of the class yogalates, but it really was more yoga than Pilates today. But tomorrow, as always, back into the normal Pilates. That being said, we'll do lots of balance, like I mentioned just a few seconds ago. Just 2 more breaths. So bring the arms down, release the foot. Thank you so much for joining me. Great to see some of you out there in the live stream. I really appreciate it. Take care.